Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a TOG II. It's a Tier 6 British premium heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg and it's under the command of SpybotAF. And the battle started. Well, the TOG II stands for TOG, the old gang. It's a tank that was designed by a group of designers who worked during the First World War. And I believe that it had a petrol electric drive or gasoline electric drive and a 17-pounder gun which was capable of doing 150 alpha, penetrating 171mm of armour. But what was best about it was its 4.22 second reload, which means that this tank can actually do quite a lot of damage to the enemy. What else is good about it is it makes a fantastic target for Arty. Yes, you can extract huge amounts of hit points off this because it's 1,400 hit points just from this vehicle alone. And it's got a big rear deck which enables you to land those shells on top of it and extract all the juice out of it. Yeah, very nice if you're an Arty player, not so nice if you're a TOG driver. It's pretty slow, makes it an easy kill, and well, let's see how SpybotAF gets on in this battle. It's a Tier 6 game. You stopped here. Waiting for the KV-85 to come around that corner. T-34 backs up. He's aiming down the central corridor. He's already ticking around through the mantlet. You can see that. Keeps checking over to that KV-85. But he hasn't come around the corner yet. There's only 3 heavy tanks on the enemy team. ARL-44, KV-85, and they have a Churchill 1. It looks like the KV-85 is suffering a fair bit of damage there. I think it's the Churchill 3 who's doing it, and that was an Arty round, and it had stun, so that must have been the M41 HMC that fired there. Oh, we've got the ARL-44 around this corner. And that's Skoda, if he stays where he is. Oh, 40 TP, and he can get killed because he's now been tracked, and that's the end of his game. Okay, and we're taking damage from a T-52, who's hitting us in the tracks. Bounced around there. T-34 up on the heights. That's it. No, that went over him. Oh, the T-52's finally found the place that he can actually pen us. So he's angling. Oh, took a round through the gun. And he's bouncing rounds again. Yeah, you can see those rounds just bouncing off the armour. It's pretty difficult to damage a TOG when he's angled towards you correctly. Oh, the OI just took a hit there. And he's just taken out the Skoda T40. Blind shot. Our T-34's trying to get involved. Looks like he took an Arty round through the roof. Yes, that was the M41. Okay, now it's time to go up this way, because the KV-85 died to the Churchill. He's trying blind shots. You get plenty of ammunition, armor-piercing ammunition in this tank. Okay, ARL didn't penetrate it with the first shot, and we lost the Churchill. But we can shoot over the top of the wreck of the Churchill into the Jagdpanzer 4. ARL's being careful to stay around the corner, and so's the Jagdpanzer, and I think they're trying to ask Arty to do the damage. I saw that was a Fifi round that landed nearby, the 105 FH 18B2, and of course he's got a 105mm howitzer which is quite capable of dealing a lot of damage to a TOG. And well, SpybotAF is too smart to allow that to happen, so he's gonna just take out this Skoda. Nice shot that was, very difficult shot, but he got it right, and that brings his number of kills up to 3. The Jagdpanzer 4 goes down. Now he's got to deal with the ARL-44. He's more than likely going to take a couple of rounds from Fifi. Oh my gum! The OI just derped that ARL-44 to death. That was a big explosion. And the OI is now suffering the results. That was a round from a Fifi. And in about 10 seconds time he's going to get hit again. Oh, he was lucky to duck into cover there. and because Spybot wasn't seen by the enemy, he's not receiving any fire. But if they've got any tanks up that road in the A line, they more than likely will see him soon. Oh, there he is. There's the Fifi's running for cover. One round into him. Would he get another one? Nope, because the OI takes revenge. There's only 3 left on the enemy team. And the OI is a one-shot, so more than likely somebody on the enemy team is going to take a shot at him yet. I could predict it's going to happen. It happens. And I haven't watched this video before, so I have no idea. But I can see what's going to happen and predict it. Yes. I think most of you can do this after you play a while. I've seen Klaus Kellerman in his videos, and he sort of like says, I know something's going to happen, and you know, somebody goes off on their own and they get wiped out by the enemy, and he said, well, I could have told you. It's very slow, the TOG. You need something to talk about whilst you're waiting for him to move. Ice ages can happen whilst this thing is moving. Well, we just lost another teammate. The T-34 who's badly damaged has gone down. The enemy's now got a T-34, a Skoda T-24 and an M41 HMC. And I suspect that the M41 HMC is somewhere on the 0 line. Maybe up in A0. And well, there's the T-34. And we just received a round from the M41, so we know where he is as well. Luckily, the damage from the M41 was superficial. It was just track damage. And the T-34, well, he only got 2 rounds into us with his 57mm gun, because that's what he's got. I can tell because of the alpha. 77 and 88. And there's the Skoda. 1 shot's all it needs. 1 17-pounder round, moving at very high velocity, is enough to take him out of the game. As you all may know, there is a TOG at the Tank Museum at Bovingdon. It's quite a big thing. Sitting in the refectory hall. Oh, there's the M41 running for it. Oh, he just missed it. How did he miss that one? Won't miss that one. And kill shot. No, it doesn't have to. Kill shot actually goes to our gorilla. But I think we might have picked up the spotting. No, we didn't pick up spotting, but there's the T-34. 1 shot's all that it requires, and he's out the game. And that's 5 kills. And game over. Let's have a look and see how Spybot managed to get on in that game. And it's the 2nd class tank for SpybotAF in the TOG II. He managed to get a fighter for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in that one. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him during the game. And a steel wall as well for blocking the most damage in that game. At least 1,000 hit points and 11 shots blocked. His win rate wasn't that high. It's only 1,270. But he's, as he says, slow and steady wins the race. Yes, very slow, I'm afraid, the TOG. If we can see the team totals, we know that the highest damage in the game actually was done by the T-34 on the enemy team with 1,714 hit points. But of course, you saw he was the last one to die on the enemy team. The next highest scorer on damage was the Baguette Panther, who managed to get 1,469, and then the A43 with 1,418. And then there was 2 members of the enemy team, the Skoda and the M41, with over 1,200 hit points. And those are the only players who managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage. Spybot only managed to get 661 in that game, but he did get the highest number of kills. He got 5 kills, the gorilla got 3, and nobody else got more than 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was actually the A43 did the best with 881. The Churchill 3 managed 780, and then we got Spybot with 658 in that game. The Baguette Panther managed to get a Confederate out of that game as well. He fired 19 rounds of 17-pounder ammunition, got 10 direct hits and 9 penetrations, damage of 661 hit points, of which 149 were at more than 300 meters. He received 11 hits from the enemy, 3 were penetrations, 8 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage from the M41. He blocked damage of 835 hit points in total, spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 107 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 30,578 credits and 12,537 for holiday ops, that was Christmas time, 43,115 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 38,679 credits. He received 1 bomb for getting the steel wall, and 987 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 296 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 2,270 experience points altogether. So yes, it's a slow and steady tank, but that just makes it an easier target for Arty, I'm afraid, which is one of the reasons why I just won't buy one of these things. Yes, I know it sounds fun, and I've seen the battles where you've seen masses of TOGs, herds of TOGs, moving across the battlefield together, especially when Jingles and Quickie Baby gets together to do those sort of events, and I suspect they'll do another of those events whilst the COVID-19 thing is on, and if they don't, then they'd be rather silly, because it's the sort of event that gets everybody together and they have a bit of fun. And it's especially fun for the Arty players, because of course when you see herds of TOGs moving together, then you have to cull them, and it's time to bring out the HE and whack them around the head and gather together as many hit points as you can by killing the TOGs. So whichever way you play it, TOG wins. No, it doesn't. Not in an Arty world, it doesn't. But anyway, that was a fun battle. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.